All right, boys, let's get rolling here. We have a inner case of Topps triple threads, and I'm just gonna get up right now and grab some more 130s. See, 18 times 2. It's gonna be a little tight. Let me go grab 2 more. I think I'm gonna need about 60 of them. So let me go grab 2 more things. We used them all. Oh, there's a fucking thing of them all. Whatever. Alright, anyway. Should have enough of them. Team was on the left over at upper. Yeah, I was going to say I have a pack of them right here, and then I grabbed a few more. I have like 6 on the floor next to me. We have the Project 2020 Ben Baller Charm City Edition at Cal Ripken Jr. Give it a nice rub on the whole out of the case. We'll give all 9 boxes a nice rub as well. And after I get the case open, I'll give a little nice cleaning of the mat before we start breaking from any actual cardboard box dust. Put all 9 of these to the side. Empty case. Lint roll. Come on, man. There's going to be at least 3 Max Kepler memorabilia. Alright, boys, here's the question. How much Serious 1 do people want for themselves? Like, how much should I try to get my hands on? I guess is the question. That's the question I gotta ask. Is how much Series 1 are we gonna want to break, and how much are people just going to want for themselves? Like, this might be the first year where I could get enough where I could just pre-order, and I'll sell it to you guys cheaper than whatever the pre-order price is. That's why when it drops, or everyone's pissed off about it, or everything's off center, you guys are paying whatever price the product should be and not whatever price everybody puts it out for. I'm not saying it doesn't hold value price-wise, because, I mean, Rutschman's the main guy, but Rutschman's also a catch-up. Don't get me wrong, I'm in Baltimore. I probably shouldn't talk shit about Rutschman at all, because he's supposed to be like the franchise savior. But so say he's a catcher nonetheless. Give Cal, like I said, a rub on all 9 of the boxes here for good luck. Good luck to everybody, team list on the left. But how much Series 1 or 2023 are you guys looking at? Because they sent out the form. I'm not saying Peach State's going to give me enough. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to get a ton. But Peach State sent it the first time, other than one other product by accident, Peach State has sent me out the form to order stuff. So I'm thinking I might be able to get some from Peach State. And hopefully I can get my hands on some stuff locally. I mean, you can say Nolan Gorman's going to try to be the chase, but I don't think that I really don't think that. I think it's good if Rutschman comes out terrible in the beginning of the next season, the product next year is going to struggle. Just like product was on fire until Franco got hurt. And then product became in fuego again because of J-Rod, not because of anybody else. We do have a redemption, so I don't know. I can promise you it's not a booklet, just so you guys know. It doesn't have a bunch of names on it from just glance. I'm just trying to get this damn guys off of it. Holy hell. Suzuki really liked to hug that redemption. We got Corey Seager, Mookie Betts, and Bo Bichette on the base cards. Oh, I have to get more 100 points. Damn it. Get up for that, too. We have Suzuki. 49 out of 99 going to the Cubbies. Nice rookie. I do think he has kind of a breakout year this year. I know I've said it more than once, but I do think Suzuki is going to break out on the gold going to the Cubs. And that's Chris Arndt. Then we got Tony Gwynn at 19 out of 259 going to the Padres. I mean, yeah, everyone's going to want Adley, but it's really going to be... Oh, that's actually really nice. Anyways, we have a 14 out of 36 on-base streak, Paul Goldschmidt. He's actually the streakiest guy in all of baseball. But nonetheless, the Cardinals hit going to Cam on the on-base streak, Paul Goldschmidt. Super streaky player. And nice redemption here. Rookie autograph card, Emerald Parallel, Spencer Torkelson, and I believe that's out of 199. But a nice torque going to the Tigers. They were on the board late. Dave Pelak took them late, and Dave Pelak in his first break in the group gets rewarded with the torque rookie autograph. Congratulations, buddy, and welcome to the group. That's how I lure him in. Don't tell nobody. I was gonna say. First off, Scott Rowland is a Hall of Famer because they said he's a Hall of Famer. Get over it. Just like Harold Baines is a Hall of Famer. Both of them are Hall of Fame material, Mike. Guys like Pete Rose and Barry Bonds, they're not Hall of Fame material. Clayton Kershaw, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Suzuki. We're going to have a Clayton Kershaw 150 out of 150 going to the Dodgers. Then we're going to have George Brett, 6 out of 199 going to the New York Yankees. The legend hit 714 home runs. Good old George Brett. Going to Greg Yaz. And we're going to have 21 out of 48 on the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Yo, the worst part is they found the Babe Ruth autograph inside a fucking Reed Detmers card. Yeah, everyone's like Royals. He has to be in the George Brett. They put the cut signature in a Reed Detmers card. Why did I put this up here? Vlad Guerrero Jr. Somebody asked me about the Blue Jays. You probably should have grabbed them. I mean, they have a lot of hits, and mostly because above average, Bo Bichette was also in the first box of this case, 12 out of 18 on the patch autograph, going to Tom Giuliano. This guy can't miss. He should start grabbing lotto tickets. Let's say it seems like every break he gets in, he's getting an autograph of some sort. On the Bo Bichette above average. Wait, in a WNBA. Whew. I mean, shit, that's the most money the WNBA's made in 20 years. I still can't believe they make WNBA cards and that people buy them. I'm sorry. I mean, I'll probably have them in my shop because I think I'll have to take them, but I don't know. I guess they make cards of everything. To each their own. We're going to have Joey Votto, Luis Robert, and Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers. We're going to have Cal Ripken Jr., 233 out of 259, and an O'Neal Cruz, 138 out of 299 going to the Pirates on the purple. It's always interesting to me, too. Cruz is War 15 in this stint in the big leagues, but there's still a lot of his cards that say, 61? Because his rookie year, he came up as 61. In 2021, he came up for a couple games as 61. So, got Blake Snell, 15 out of 36 going to Ben Lapidat. Say, between Max Kepler and Blake Snell, can build a whole PC for anybody who takes the Padres and the Twins. Probably the lacrosse, to be honest. Got Jake Berger, 46 out of 50. I mean, we're a Northeast group. Lacrosse is big in New York, New Jersey. It's huge in Maryland. I'd probably honestly rather have lacrosse cards. At least in the Maryland area. Like, I think there's kids that probably look up to some of those guys that are in the pros. Some of those dudes were, like, big guys in college, too. Nice Jake Berger RPA on the 46 out of 50 going to the White Sox and Matt Lanier. But if I was like over in, I don't know, like in middle Nebraska, I'd probably say WNBA because basketball's bigger there. Kind of really just depends what your demographic is. Got Freddie Freeman, Hank Aaron, and Vladimir Guerrero. Got Ty Cobb, 191 out of 299 going to the Tigers. Roy Campanella going to the Dodgers, 30 out of 150. Played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Never played. I don't think he ever played in L.A. Nonetheless, going to the Dodgers franchise and Mitch Swagman. Then we're going to have a 31 out of 36, not short on power, Ozzie Albies. One of the best power hitting second basemen in the league. So soon that'll be Termarr Johnson. Be the best power hitting second baseman in the league. But until he gets up to the big leagues and the Pirates can ruin him, it's Ozzie Albies. We got 51 out of 75, Freddie Peralta. Been pitching pretty well the last couple of years for the Brewers there, with Burns and Woodruff. For any fantasy guys, Peralta's a guy you can normally get cheap in your fantasy league because people don't know about Peralta, they don't know about Burns and Woodruff, and kind of overlook Peralta. Still been diligently working on the Charm City points, but I am going to probably make another announcement next week about some permanent skunk protection stuff and things I want to do for minis and fillers to be able to push breaks to make it to where like I don't feel like minis and fillers are just pure. I mean, they are definitely like a raffle type thing, but to make it not feel as much like that, we have Miguel Cabrera, Jackie Robinson, and Corbin Burns. I have Roy Campanella on the 34 out of 99 going to the Dodgers. That's two Campanellas. We got a Rafael Devers going to the Red Sox, 154 out of 259. Going to the Sox, and John Mattingly. Man, they re-signed long term. Got Brandon Belt. 17 out of 18 going to the Giants. Going to Brody Sanders. And we have a 24 out of 27 Xander Bogaerts. Be a 24 out of 27, like I said, going to John Mattingly and the Red Sox. Bogart's signing that huge contract with the Padres. I don't even know. The Padres got like 8 shortstops on their roster. I'm assuming, like I said, when Tatis comes back, he's going in the outfield. That's where I'm assuming he's going to go. Assuming they're going to keep Xander Bogaerts at shortstop. Machado at third. Maybe they put Bogaerts at second base, but I don't know then what they do with Jake Cronenworth. Oh. Is the stream still fine? Because Facebook is giving me a whole type of issue, but I don't know if it's my phone. No, it looks like it's fine. Okay. Must have just been my phone. I have Ozzie Albies, Ted Williams, and Byron Buxton. Got Carlos Correa on the 5 out of 259. Going to the Twins. And Austin Fishbach, who Correa signed with the Twins long term. Have Griffey, 146 out of 299 going to the Mariners. Have my man Ricky Henderson, 6 out of 9 on the Legend memorabilia. Will always probably lead the history of Major League Baseball in steals. I don't think anybody will ever come close. The game itself is just not set up for more stealing. Even if they make larger bags, I don't think that more people end up stealing that much, to be honest. Then we have a Yuli Gurriel, 21 out of 25, and I don't believe they re-signed Gurriel, right? I think he's a free agent still. And he is going to the Stros. And Corey Harding, part of the closing teams. There is a chance. I was kind of surprised. Maybe the Pena chase or momentum that he had from being the World Series MVP and being pretty darn good when he was healthy. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a Facebook issue, though. I don't think it's a my end issue. I'll restart my computer after this break while I'm setting up for the Bowman draft, assuming the people that are in Bowman draft settled. If not, I'll open up their teams. We have Andrew McCutchen, Xander Bogaerts, and Greg Maddux. Have Jacob deGrom for the Mets, 41 out of 150, and Randy Johnson, 7 out of 90, 199. Let's go to the D-backs and Patrick Seidel. Do you think it's just a price thing? Like, I mean, NL East is kind of brutal. We're going to have prime offense. That's going to be an 8 out of 36 going to Brandon Marsh and the Angels. Tom Giuliano. Have Casey Mize on the 37 out of 50 going to the Tigers. Once again going to Dave Pelak. Some Tommy John this year for Mize, if I'm not mistaken. I think he'll be back in the middle of the season, maybe? It's one of the few guys that throws a splitter if PJ ever comes back to watching the break. I think some other guys throw splitters now, but there was a point where I think it was like Casey Mize and like one reliever where I think Casey Mize was the only starter in Major League Baseball was throwing a splitter when he came into the league. So we have Jose Ramirez, Mariano Rivera, and Giancarlo Stanton. You have Christian Yelich on a 232 out of 299, and another Torque 72 out of 150. This time it's not an autograph. Going to the Tigers on the teal. Tomorrow, I think for football, I'm just gonna revamp the football and then push a bunch of minis if I have to. I'm gonna pay you to cross post the football and basketball breaks into anything goes collectibles. So if you see them over there, it's gonna be the same breaks that are in the group. When I was breaking in the big baseball group, which apparently now Parlay J is the man. First case break ever 3 days ago. So proud of the guy. We have Julio Urias, 47 out of 48, going to the Dodgers. But when I was breaking over there, I wasn't allowed to cross post or have anything pinned. So that's why. That's really why I stopped breaking over there. Let's go into the Dodgers and Mitch Swagman. We're going to have a 63 out of 99 Tony Centellian to the Reds going to Kyle Wellman. But, and that's nothing against Jay. Like, I actually don't mind Parlay Jay at all. Parlay these nuts. I don't got to be mean to the guy. But, I'll probably be cross-posting over there just to get some more views to try to build up the football and basketball in this group. If anybody's curious why I push football and basketball, I mean, you guys can always ask me in private. It's not necessarily that my favorite cards are baseball cards, if I'm being 100% honest. That's why the group mostly started as a baseball group. The problem is Topps is going to eventually start producing football and basketball cards because then I have the licenses in a couple years, and I just need to be at the point when that happens where I can break it or move it, because I'm going to be forced, if I have Topps accounts, to get those cards, as well as I've said it more than once, the rumors are still flying that Fanatics is trying to figure out how to buy Panini legally and just buy their baseball, basketball, and football divisions, as well as possibly soccer. That one's apparently up in the air because Panini is an international company that's actually based out of China. And they're originally a sticker company, and the sticker stuff really sells for soccer, so they don't want to give that up. They kind of did a whole thing in the World Cup about it, I think on Fox, about the whole stickers. So in that case, it's just one of those things where we have Rizzo, Javier Baez, and Nolan Arenado that I'm going to be forced to have the product. It's not going to be like a choice. Like right now, I get football and basketball as a choice. Francisco Lindor with 60 out of 199 to the Mets. Sometimes I have to take the football or basketball, but for the most part, it's like a choice. The lower end stuff, they force it on you no matter what. We got 60 out of 199 on Francisco Lindor for the Mets. We have another George Brett, this time an 18 out of 75. It's actually Babe Ruth. If anybody doesn't know why that's supposed to be a funny joke, whether it is or not, is because there was a die cut of... Oh, nice. I have 100s here already. There was a die cut Babe Ruth card that was a booklet that was supposed to have his die cut in there. I think it was a booklet. Maybe it wasn't a booklet. Either way, it ended up being George Brett's autograph and not Babe Ruth. That's what happened. So, and Kyle, you're welcome for your Tony Centellian. Even though that was sarcasm. That's what you get for being a Joe Burrow lover. Tony Centellians. If you love yourself some Kenny Pickett and the Steelers, I'd pull you some Johnny Benches. But you know what? You like Joe Burrow and the damn Cincinnati Bengals. Or should I say Bungles. Anyway, we have Corey Seager, 43 out of 48, going to the Texas Rangers. And that's going to Mitch Swegman. But either way, long term, I'm trying to build up the basketball and football, not necessarily because I love those cards. It's just because I know I'm going to have to break them or have them or be able to sell them and move them, and that to have a base of people that are interested in that. This is a really nice triple threads autograph relic combination card emerald parallel. It is going to be Albies Acuna and none other than Larry Jones, a.k.a. Chippa, going to the Braves. So two really nice redemptions, and this is going to Brody Sanders and the Atlanta Braves on the redemption. The Braves have been a highly contested team in the group, so I wish they would have signed some of these cards together. But oh, hockey too. You're going to start seeing hockey stuff because I think I have to go get an upper deck. We got Christian Yelich, Derek Jeter, and O'Neal Cruz. I think I'm going to have to get an upper deck account, which means there's going to be AEW wrestling and some golf and some hockey. We have 16 out of 50, Derek Jeter. I mean, I don't have to get an upper deck account, but I think Upper Deck controls some like Magic the Gathering and other have their hands in some other like of the non-sports related cards. So I think I have to go that route. We got Jared Kelenic, 106 out of 259. I'm hoping the shop sells some of that stuff itself. I hope it helps with some of the football and basketball moving it too. But anyways, what I was getting at is from now on, I'm just going to post small football breaks until there's a bigger following. And once we get a following, kind of like we did with baseball when we started it out, 15 out of 27 on the Pete Alonso. By the way, that Derek Jeter, even though Mike's about to go on a rant about how he's super overrated, those black parallels look so sick. I think I'm going to try. I might try to make a set other than like Julio Rodriguez because I ain't trying to pay $200 for a parallel. But 15 out of 27, Peachy going to the Blue Jays, 18 out of 99. Former Seattle Mariner. Mike, is it just mad because you didn't get the best version of Scott Rowland? on the Phillies. Is that why you're so angry at him? Let's see. But either way, it's gonna be for football. It's gonna be two to 5 box breaks. I'm gonna try to keep every single team under $100. Now, there's gonna be times with this whole Brock Purdy thing going on where the 49ers or even maybe the Steelers might have to be a little bit over $100, especially there's like a high end box in it. For instance, like not even tomorrow because I'm posting a Mosaic and Impeccable. Well, any team, maybe the Steelers might have to be a little bit over $100, but there's not going to be more than 2 teams max over $100. I'm going to try to keep everything like less than $60, less than maybe 70, less than $70, less than 70. Later on, is I'm going to be doing weekly like skunk giveaway breaks. They're not giveaway breaks. Like literally, if you skunk in a break or you don't hit in a mini, your name will get put into at the end of the week. At the end of every week, as long as we break 5 breaks, we'll get put into like a giveaway, and it's going to be like either the top 3 or 5 people will get something, depending on what, how much we break that week will probably be how much I put back into it. It could be a sealed hobby box or something. It could be graded cards. I'm not exact. I haven't figured all the logistics of that out, but that probably won't happen until the middle of February or the end of February because I'm trying to get more stock up in general of cards. So I'm gonna see me posting in groups, buying bulk autographs and parallels. That's kind of what they're used for. So, oh man, he's such a good pitcher, but fortunately, would rather have him last year. We got Mike Schmidt, Reggie Jackson, and Satchel Paige. Got another black Trey Turner to the Dodgers, 15 out of 50. Going up. Mitch Swegman. I also want to get caught up on like I need to spend the extra time around to get caught up on the Charm City points and stuff like that. Which, if you've been breaking in the group since November, just ask me around how many you have, and if you ever want to use credit for something, just let me know, and I'll just subtract it off your total whenever it officially gets released, which should be hopefully by the end of the week. 137 out of 259. And I know I've been saying that, but I didn't expect the baby to come a little bit early, so that threw my whole plan off, and then my job just being assholes. We got 2 out of 48. Jonathan India to the Cincinnati Reds. Going to Kyle Wellman on the memorabilia. I mean, I don't think Scott Rowland was a Hall of Famer either, but I don't make those decisions. We have Luis Patino, 25 out of 75, future phenoms. I'm just happy that I collect some Scott Rowland autographs, so maybe I should put them on eBay and sell them now. Let's go into the Rays. And Chris Arndt. Patino is actually like a super good. Like, I think this dude's going to be nasty. Like, I think there's a chance that he could be a Cy Young type pitcher if he can get his control down. He has ridiculous stuff, and he's in the Rays organization, which means he's getting the proper tender love and care. Getting that proper TLC to be a stud. But really good stuff. I was surprised the Padres gave him up. And he has a dope signature. One of the prettiest signatures. Yeah, I'm sure that's Scott Rowland's fault, Mike. Is he just didn't sign because he hates you. You got Tom Mattingly, Aaron Judge, and Mel Ott on the base cards. Got Bobby Witt Jr. on the 202 out of 299, going to the Royals on the purple. And that's going to Mitch Swegman. I have a Christian Yelich on the pink, 65 out of 125, going to the Brew Crew. And then we're going to finally, I'm so happy for Chris right now. We got 11 out of 18 homer streaks. And that's going to Rafael Devers and the Yankees and John Mattingly on the green. I mean, I have a rolling card that is signed with your boy Alec Boehm sitting on the desk right over there. He signed that one. We got a 67 out of 99 Wander Franco on the rookie autograph going to Chris Arndt. And Finally, he gets himself a Wander. He's been chasing. Actually, I think it was a 75-point card. Been chasing Wander around. Nice hit there. Put him where Bichette's at. So I think this is the first inner case of triple threads. We've seen some nice top of the food chain rookie autographs. I mean, we got a few. Chris has pretty much been buying the Rays in every single break, and I think he has like 1 or 2 Wanders to show for it. And finally gets one in one of the bigger. He has a lot of Vidal Brujan, which I think Brujan has a bounce back year. I've been saying that. I think with the utility and the versatility that guy has, and he's super fast, I do think Brujan gets a chance to play, especially with Kevin Kiermaier gone. I think Brujan gets some play at center field, gets some play in the middle of the infield too. I think they're going to use him as a true utility guy this year. We're going to have Mike Piazza, Ryan Sandberg, and Bryson Stott for the Phillies. I have Trevor Story, 71 out of 199 on the orange. Ronald Acuna Jr., 70 out of 75 for the Braves. And we're going to have free passes, 5 out of 27, Mike Trout. Going to the Angels on the memorabilia. We're going to get a Brady Singer for the Royals, 92 out of 99. And I don't think Singer's a bad pitcher. I just would like to see. I know why the second-year guys have cards in here because they still have sticker booklets from them. I just would like to see, and I know they wouldn't waste them. I would really just not like to see second-year guys in the Triple Threads product unless you're getting a second-year guy like Brian Hayes or somebody who's a position player that has a chance to be a stud, somebody that might be worth collecting. I'm not saying Brady Singer's not worth collecting. Nonetheless, a hit going to Mitch Swegman. Because I think Brady Singer's he's going to be a top 3 guy in that rotation. So, and he pitched pretty well last year. He's not a big strikeout guy. More of a sinker baller. Pitch to contact kind of man. You have Derek Jeter on the 195 out of 299. So second Jeter parallel. Yes, is still looking for some ink, but Jeter parallels aren't terrible. We got 56 out of 125 for the Cardinals. And Cam. Got Rafael Devers on the 4 out of 9. Been a lot of Red Sox memorabilia. And we have one of the prettiest autos in all of baseball collecting, Andre Dawson. And that's going to be a 5 free passes, 3 out of 3. I don't know, what's that in relation to? Apparently in 1999, he intentionally walked them 5 times. Going to the Cubbies. And Chris Arndt. And where's Xander Bogaerts is at? Into box number 8. Should be running that Bowman draft with the supers after this. Like I said, there's a couple people that had to settle. I'm hoping they did. I'll check right after. If not, at least the one person. I'll open up his team. The other guy paid, breaks out of order, so technically he paid. And he has some other cards here that I'd be willing to let him slide for the super draft. Oh, especially because he hasn't been on Facebook at all. Like, if you've been on Facebook for like 24 hours, I mean, I can't really blame you if you haven't. And you really haven't noticed or had a chance to even notice that the break has been moving. So sometimes I give people a little bit of leniency. I have Trey Turner, Shane Bays, and Paul Goldschmidt. Austin Riley, 94 out of 299 to the Braves. Settle for a Hoskins patch. I have Jared Kelnick on the 89 out of 199. Pete Alonso going to be a 6 out of 36. The rare triple. I guess he must hit a triple at one point in time. Going to the Mets and Mitch Swegman. I'm going to have Juan Yepez, 35 out of 75. So there's some 75 points right behind me. I forget what cards came out that were all 75 point. Maybe it was Inception. Honestly, there's still I can still get triple threads at Peach State, so I might just break the second. I was actually gonna put up a poll tomorrow, if I'm being honest. I was gonna put up a poll if you wanted to run the triple threads case by itself, if you wanted to mix it with a case of Finest. I was gonna give 4 options for a break for a break tomorrow. Juan Yepez going to the Cardinals, and kind of see whichever one voted high enough, and if any of them ran away. If not, I'll just break them individually. But I was either thinking triple threads and Finest. Could run triple threads in 5-star. Could run Finest in 5-star, or just them by themselves. But I was moving stuff, and I thought the 5-star case that I do have, I thought it was a Bowman HTA case, and then I realized it wasn't because it said 8/1 on the box and not 12/1. So, because I have a Bowman Chrome HTA case and a Bowman in a regular case of Bowman Chrome that we have to get into too. We've got Stan Musial, Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman. We have Juan Soto for the Padres, 17 out of 199. It's the first time in a long time Peach State's had like decent stuff available too. So normally they're trying to push like Archives baseball on you. 205 out of 259 for the Shohei Ohtani. I want to have Randy Arozarena. 24 out of 27. Going to the Rays. Chris Arndt. Then we're going to get DeAndre Jackson. 34 out of 35 on the gold. Going to the Dodgers. On the patch autograph. And Mitch Swegman. Into the final box of triple threads. Good luck to everybody. Got Greg Maddux, 221 out of 299, and Bryson Stott's going to be an 85 out of 125. And at least rivals each get a card here. I have Willie Mays on the base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Lou Gehrig. Have a J.D. Martinez on the 20 out of 36, going to the Red Sox. Then we have Yoel Pozo, 44 out of 50, going to the Rangers. This is one of the last teams taken, I believe, and that's going to Mitch Swegman. On the RPA on card. And let's get into the last mini box here. Got Mike Trout, Jarren Duran, and C.J. Abrams. Mike Schmidt, 74 out of 75 on the yellow. Babe Ruth, going to be a 51 out of 125. We'll see. This is probably one of the rarest cases when it comes to the Yankees. Only the Yankees crush it in this. Let's see. We have Sibling Stars. Wilson Contreras, 11 out of 18, going to the Cubs. It's going to Chris Arndt. Really, this should be 100.1 second. I gotta go grab. Actually, I'll just put that to the side for right now because I'm not gonna go remember billing. I'll go sleeve top loader right after on the Sibling Stars. Put him over here so he doesn't get touched. We have Josh Hader, 32 out of 50, because I'm not going to get up and go walk across the room for one card. We're about to wrap it up. Going to the Brewers, the Josh Hader, 32 out of 50, one of the best relievers. We'll see if he bounces back with the Padres next year. He struggled a bit. Going to Corey Harding, part of the closing teams. And a single autograph jumbo relic. So we'll take the vote tomorrow about how you guys want to do the other inner triple threads case. It does have at least a white whale or a wood card, and it's going to have whatever the case it is. Whatever the master case it is going to be in the other inner case, clearly. I'm not going to guarantee it, but, I mean, I haven't seen, watching breaks, I've not seen a master case that doesn't have the hit in it, that doesn't have the, a master case that doesn't have the case in it. Let's get into the autographs. And we're going to go with Josh Hader, 32 out of 50 for the Brewers. 44 out of 50 on a Yoel Pozo. Andre Jackson's going to be a 34 out of 35. Casey Mize on a 37 out of 50. We're going to have a Xander Bogaerts, 24 out of 27. That's so, Robbie, that's why I'm starting the skunk protection thing weekly. However, to nullify your no base cards for the Nationals, you did get a C.J. Abrams. I was gonna say. That's me just busting your balls. Yes, it sucks to get skunked, but you did get a card. I was going to say we have Xander Bogaerts, and I'm not saying that's worth anywhere near what it is. You know that I'm just busting your balls. We have Star at short, 24 out of 27. Brady Singer going to on the autograph, 92 out of 99. UC Kikichi on the 18 out of 99. Also, so everybody knows, if you don't know what the Charm City, I think that's actually Kikichi's number. Unless he switches, because didn't he wear 18 for the Mariners? I think he might wear 16 for the Blue Jays. We have Luis Patino on the 25 out of 75 Future Stars. For anybody who doesn't know, the Charm City points, every time you get in a break or mini or anything, you do get back 2.5. Yeah, so this was the inner case. This was the first inner case. I still have the other inner case, so I still have the other half of the master case. This was the first inner case of that master case, because there's two inner cases in one master case. We have Juan Yepez, 35 out of 75 for the Cardinals. Yuri Gurriel on the 21 out of 25. on the patch autograph. Freddie Peralta is the 51 out of 75, and Jake Berger is going to be 46 out of 50, and Tony Centellion 63 out of 99 for the Reds. Got Bo Bichette on the 12 out of 18 for the Blue Jays, above average, the patch autograph, and that's going to Tom Giuliano. Andre Dawson to the Cubs, 3 out of 3 going to Chris Arndt. Gonna have the triple Threads autograph relic combo card, Emerald Parallel, which is going to be Albies, Acuna, and Chipper Jones going to the Braves, and Brody Sanders. And we're going to have the Spencer Torkelson Emerald Parallel rookie autograph card going to the Tigers, and Dave Pelak. And then going to Chris Arndt, we have the 67 out of 99 rookie Wander Franco. And that's going to be the break. There is a bunch of parallels, a bunch of memorabilia and stuff. I just forgot, when I was stacking it up, I forgot to separate it from the parallels themselves. And being that we have the Bowman draft and we had to wait to get this stuff rolling, I don't want the guys waiting up there have to wait any longer than they need to, since I might have to sell off 1 or 2 of those teams. But I appreciate you guys getting the break. We'll take the vote for the inner case. Yeah, I will. And I'll even tag you in the poll tomorrow too, Greg, because that's what I'm saying. I might run the other inner case with 5-star or finest if people want it that way, but I'm not going to break it. I normally don't try to break up stuff like triple threads. That's why I haven't ran it in any mixers. I'll do stuff like Museum Collection and break it up some, because Museum Collection, I think, does pretty well in mixers. I think triple threads is a little bit different when it comes to mixers, in my personal opinion, but it also this is the first year that triple threads hasn't shot up in price. So last year, like, triple threads was like, by the end of the year, it was almost like $550, and it came out at like the same price this year did. So the fact that it stayed a little bit lower, I might get a master case and just kind of piece out 18 boxes and mixers later on, like maybe the next master case I get. But that's why I've been breaking this as just inner cases, because the price hasn't jump rocketed. Because there's a difference between trying to break something that's $350, $400 a box compared to $550, $600 a box. I mean, you're talking about throwing in an extra $900 to $1,800 a break. In product. It's just for baseball stuff, it's too much. Whenever last year's rookie class was tanked at the back end too, and the stuff still stayed up in price. It was really, really weird year last year for cards when it came to certain stuff that came out. But I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna run that Bowman Draft Super Jumbos after this. Let's see if the people paid up. See you guys in a little bit.
What can we take from that? Let me see.